Old Hollywood celebrated beauty and curves, where having a fuller figure was the ultimate standard of elegance. The more curves an actress had, the more admiration she received, and in many cases, the size of her melons became a defining beauty standard of the era. In this video, we'll rank Golden Age Hollywood actresses based on their size and the legacy of their iconic looks. Jean Harlow, 36. Jean Harlow was the first Golden Age Hollywood actress whose stunning bust made headlines. With a 36-inch bust, Jean quickly became the epitome of the classic bombshell, captivating audiences with her voluptuous figure and radiant beauty. Known as the Platinum Blonde, her striking looks set her apart in an era where Hollywood was just beginning to embrace curvier actresses. Jean's rise to fame was swift. She starred in iconic films like Platinum Blonde, Dinner at 8, and Bombshell, where her glamorous appearance and confident demeanor shone brightly on the big screen. Directors admired her ability to bring both charm and depth to her roles, often casting her in parts that highlighted her alluring curves and captivating presence. Her performances were not just about looks. Jean had a natural talent for acting that made her a favorite among filmmakers and audiences alike. Public perception of Jean Harlow was overwhelmingly positive. She became a beloved figure not only for her beauty, but also for her vibrant personality and charismatic screen presence. Fans adored her glamorous style, often emulating her elegant gowns and sophisticated looks. Her bust size became a symbol of her sex appeal, drawing attention and admiration from all corners of the industry. Beyond her physical attributes, Jean was known for her hard-working nature and dedication to her craft. She broke barriers for future generations of actresses by proving that talent and beauty could go hand in hand. Tragically, Jean Harlow's life was cut short at the age of 26, but her legacy as Hollywood's first major bombshell with a celebrated bust size lives on. Hedy Lamarr, 35. Hedy Lamarr, a true Hollywood icon, was celebrated not only for her stunning beauty, but also for her graceful figure. With a bust size of 35 inches, she epitomized classic elegance and allure, earning her a place among the most glamorous stars of her era. Her striking curves, flawless complexion, and captivating features made her a timeless beauty on and off the screen. Lamarr's physical appeal was complemented by her undeniable charisma, which drew audiences to films like Samson and Delilah and Ecstasy. Her roles often highlighted her hourglass figure, and her presence added an extra layer of sensuality to her performances. Whether adorned in dazzling gowns that hugged her curves or elegant costumes that accentuated her delicate bust, Hedy was a visual masterpiece. Beyond her physical beauty, Lamarr had a sharp mind. Her contributions to technology, including the invention of a frequency-hopping system that laid the groundwork for modern wireless communication, showcased her brilliance. Yet, her beauty remained the focal point of her stardom, with fans and directors alike mesmerized by her breathtaking appearance. Rita Hayworth, 36. Rita Hayworth, born Margarita Carmen Cancino on October 17, 1918, in Brooklyn, New York, was one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses, celebrated for her stunning beauty and captivating curves. With a bust size of 36 inches, Rita embodied classic Hollywood glamour and became a symbol of sex appeal during the golden age of cinema. Her alluring figure, combined with her graceful poise and radiant presence, made her a favorite among audiences and filmmakers alike. Rita's breakout role came in the 1946 film Gilda, where her mesmerizing performance and striking appearance left an indelible mark on the film industry. Her curves were accentuated by the elegant gowns and glamorous costumes she wore, enhancing her status as a quintessential bombshell. Beyond her physical beauty, Rita possessed exceptional dancing skills, showcased in films like CoverGirl alongside Gene Kelly, where her fluid movements and elegant style captivated audiences. Despite the challenges she faced in her personal life, including struggles with alcoholism, Rita Hayworth remained a beloved figure in Hollywood. Her enduring legacy is a testament to her timeless beauty, remarkable talent, and the unforgettable image she crafted as one of cinema's greatest icons. Bettie Page, 36. With a stunning 36-inch bust, Betty was the ultimate pinup queen of the 1950s. Her beauty and curves made her a household name and a symbol of sexy elegance. Betty's platinum blonde hair and mesmerizing eyes were just the icing on the cake. Her hourglass figure truly set her apart in Hollywood. Starting her career as a model, Betty quickly captured the hearts of fans everywhere with her playful poses and irresistible charm. She wasn't just a pretty face. Her confidence and boldness broke the mold, making her an icon of female empowerment. Whether she was in glamorous photo shoots or making her way into the big screen, Betty's beauty was always front and center. But there's more to Betty than just her looks. She had a vibrant personality that shone through in everything she did, from her performances to her interactions with fans. Her legacy lives on, inspiring countless artists and models who admire her timeless beauty and the way she embraced her curves with such grace. Bettie Page remains a true legend, celebrated for her unforgettable style and stunning physique. Carole Landis, 37. Rocking a fabulous 37-inch bust, Carole was the epitome of Hollywood glamour in her day. Her striking beauty and gorgeous curves made her a standout star and a favorite among fans and filmmakers alike. With her radiant smile and captivating presence, Carole truly embodied the classic Hollywood bombshell look. Carole kicked off her career as a chorus girl, but it didn't take long for her to transition into acting, where she made a significant splash. Movies like 1 Million BC, Topper Returns, and I Wake Up. Screaming showcased not only her acting chops, but also her stunning figure. Her curves were always accentuated by the elegant and stylish costumes she wore, making her a visual delight on the big screen. Beyond her acting talent, Carole was a beloved pinup girl, adored for her beauty and charismatic personality. She even dabbled in singing, proving she was a multi-talented star. Her book, 4 Jills in a Jeep, where she shared her experiences entertaining troops during World War II, was a hit and even got adapted into a film. Tragically, Carole's life was cut short when she took her own life at just 29 years old. Her untimely passing was a huge loss to Hollywood and her many fans who admired her beauty, talent, and the graceful curves that made her a timeless icon. Carole Landis will always be remembered for her dazzling presence and the lasting impression she left on the entertainment world. Kim Novak, 37. Kim Novak was an unforgettable Hollywood star who rose to fame in the 1950s. Her bust size of 37 inches, along with her refined beauty, immediately set her apart from other actresses of her time. Standing in front of the camera, Kim brought an air of calm confidence that made her performances both captivating and memorable. One of her most famous roles was in the film Picnic, where she portrayed a young woman torn between her desires and societal expectations. Her gentle yet compelling presence in that movie showed the world she was more than just a pretty face. She was a true acting talent. Another major highlight of Kim's career was her performance in Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. She played dual roles, adding layers to her on-screen personality and demonstrating her emotional depth. Raquel Welch, 37. Raquel Welch is often remembered as one of Hollywood's most dazzling bombshells, and her 37-inch bust played a key part in defining her irresistible charm. Raquel burst onto the scene in the mid-1960s, catching everyone's eye with her exotic beauty and fiery personality. She became a worldwide sensation after starring in Fantastic Voyage, where she showcased not just her gorgeous looks, but also a fierce determination that made her stand out. Soon after, Raquel appeared in 1 Million Years BC, donning that iconic fur bikini that forever secured her status as a sex symbol. Yet her appeal was never limited to her figure alone. Raquel possessed a strong screen presence that helped her stand toe-to-toe with the biggest names in Hollywood. She had a talent for both dramatic and comedic roles, proving she was more than just eye candy. Off-screen, she embraced fashion and fitness, often sharing tips on how to maintain a healthy lifestyle and a positive self-image. Her confidence and dedication to her craft made her a role model for many younger actresses who admired her poise and resilience. Claudia Cardinale, 37. Claudia Cardinale, with her 37-inch bust and captivating dark eyes, became a major figure in European and American cinema alike. Born in Tunisia to Italian parents, she carried a natural, sun-kissed beauty that was both exotic and approachable. Audiences fell in love with her in films like 8½" and The Leopard, where she displayed a quiet strength beneath her soft, alluring charm. She often wore form-fitting dresses in her movies, highlighting her curvy physique without losing her refined aura. One of Claudia's greatest gifts was her ability to appear gentle yet strong on screen. Her characters were often women dealing with life's challenges, and Claudia portrayed their struggles with grace and depth. Beyond her looks, she had a warmth and intelligence that made her stand out in any scene. Directors like Luchino Visconti and Federico Fellini admired her talent and presence. Marilyn Monroe, 37. Marilyn Monroe was a legend in her own right, and her 37-inch bust became one of the most recognizable measurements in show business. Born Norma Jean Mortensen, she transformed herself into a dazzling blonde bombshell who took Hollywood by storm. From the moment she appeared in films like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and Some Like It Hot, Marilyn showed she had a magnetic quality that drew people in. Her hourglass figure and playful charm made her a darling of the silver screen, and her signature look with platinum hair and bright red lipstick remains iconic. But Marilyn's influence went far beyond her appearance. She had a soft-spoken voice that often revealed a vulnerable side beneath the glamorous exterior. Audiences connected with the mix of innocence and sensuality she brought to her characters. Despite her fame, Marilyn faced struggles in her personal life, which only made fans empathize with her more. While she may have played the dumb blonde in movies, she was an intelligent woman who yearned for challenging roles and respect in the film industry. Her life was cut tragically short, yet her legend continues to grow, inspiring countless artists and fans. Elvira, Cassandra Peterson, 38. Elvira, the Mistress of the Dark, is a character created and portrayed by Cassandra Peterson, who proudly flaunted a 38-inch bust in her tight-fitting black gown. Unlike the classic bombshells of old Hollywood, Elvira's appeal came from her bold mix of horror and humor. Starting out as a local TV horror show hostess, she introduced campy B-movies while cracking jokes, all the while showcasing her dramatic curves and playful personality. Elvira's long black hair, heavy makeup, and gothic attire made her stand out in the world of entertainment, where she quickly became a beloved cult figure. Cassandra Peterson's background in comedy and improv allowed her to bring warmth and wit to a character that could have easily been just another femme fatale. Instead, Elvira became an icon who empowered viewers, especially women, to be bold, unique, and comfortable in their own skin. Audiences loved her tongue-in-cheek humor, her flirty vibe, and of course her eye-catching figure. While many saw her as a horror host, she was also a savvy businesswoman, creating a brand that extended into movies, merchandise, and even theme park shows. Elvira proved that being spooky and sexy could go hand in hand. Jane Russell, 38. Jane Russell was a Hollywood bombshell with a 38-inch bust that made headlines from the very start. Discovered by mogul Howard Hughes, she became a sensation in The Outlaw, where her curves were emphasized by daring outfits that caused quite a stir at the time. Jane's figure and sultry gaze gave her a reputation as a sex symbol, but she was also a talented actress who brought sass and wit to the big screen. Alongside Marilyn Monroe in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Jane's comedic flair and confident presence proved she was more than just her measurements. Off-screen, she had a warm and down-to-earth nature that fans found refreshing. Jane stood up for what she believed in, whether it was supporting soldiers during World War II or later advocating for adoption. She continued to act in various films and even explored singing, showcasing her broad range of talents. When the Hollywood spotlight grew dimmer in her later years, Jane remained active in charitable work. Her sense of humor and genuine charm stayed with her throughout her life, making her an enduring figure in entertainment history. Sophia Loren, 38. Sophia Loren is often hailed as the epitome of Italian glamour, with a 38-inch bust that perfectly complemented her hourglass figure. Born in Rome, she had a difficult childhood during World War II, but soon rose above her circumstances to become one of the most celebrated actresses worldwide. Her early roles in Italian films showcased her natural beauty and soulful eyes, catching the attention of international directors. Before long, she was starring in Hollywood movies. A key moment in Sophia's career came when she won the Academy Award for her role in Two Women, proving that her talents went far beyond her physical allure. Nevertheless, her curves and elegant style continued to draw admiration wherever she went. Often dressed in figure-hugging gowns that highlighted her bust and shapely waist, Sophia carried herself with an effortless confidence. She was known for her heartfelt performances, emotional depth, and a radiant smile that charmed audiences around the globe. Even as she aged, Sophia maintained her glamour and remained an icon of beauty and class. Betty Brosmer, 38. Betty Brosmer might not be a classic Hollywood film star, but she was a major influence on beauty standards and fitness culture. With a 38-inch bust and a famously tiny waist, Betty had one of the most talked-about hourglass figures of the mid-20th century. She was a top pin-up model whose photos appeared in countless magazines, making her a popular face among photographers and advertisers alike. Betty's bright smile and friendly demeanor gave her a girl-next-door quality that set her apart from other pin-up icons. What truly made Betty stand out was her passion for health and fitness. She was a trailblazer in women's bodybuilding, often seen advocating for weightlifting and proper nutrition at a time when it wasn't common for women to do so. Alongside her husband, bodybuilder Joe Weider, Betty co-founded magazines and wrote articles that encouraged women to take control of their fitness and embrace a strong, balanced physique. She believed a curvy figure could go hand in hand with a healthy lifestyle, inspiring many women to pursue exercise and self-care. Over the years, Betty stepped away from the public eye, but her legacy as a fitness pioneer and pin-up legend lives on, reminding us that confidence, strength, and curves can all exist together in perfect harmony. Mamie Van Doren, 38. Mamie Van Doren became a Hollywood sensation in the 1950s, not only because of her blonde bombshell looks, but also her 38-inch bust. Many saw her as a successor to Marilyn Monroe and Jayne Mansfield, and her curvy figure played a key role in landing roles that highlighted her vibrant personality and daring on-screen presence. Directors and producers at the time were eager to cast Mamie in films that capitalized on her sex appeal, such as Untamed Youth and High School Confidential. In these movies, her wardrobe choices often emphasized her hourglass shape, drawing attention to her bust and contributing to her reputation as a sultry starlet. Public perception of Mamie was largely tied to her physical attributes. Magazines featured her in pin-up spreads, where readers admired her statuesque body and bright smile. She also embraced the idea of being a glamorous icon, frequently appearing in tight-fitting dresses and stylish gowns at events, ensuring that her bust was front and center. While some critics dismissed her as merely a pretty face, Mamie showcased her comedic timing and genuine enthusiasm for performing. Through a mix of talent, confidence, and her signature curves, she carved out her own niche in Hollywood's golden era, leaving an impression on audiences who delighted in her fun, flirtatious style. Anita Ekberg, 40. Anita Ekberg, born in Sweden, soared to international fame thanks in part to her 40-inch bust, which became one of her most recognizable features. She initially gained attention as a model and beauty contestant, winning the title of Miss Sweden in 1950. This success paved the way for her to enter Hollywood, where directors noticed her eye-catching figure and decided to capitalize on it. Perhaps her most iconic role came in Federico Fellini's La Dolce Vita, where she played the free-spirited Sylvia. Her famous scene wading through Rome's Trevi Fountain in a strapless gown perfectly showcased her ample bust and mesmerizing curves, turning her into an instant symbol of old-world glamour. Ekberg's voluptuous silhouette caught the attention of both audiences and film producers, who often cast her in roles emphasizing her sensual allure. Public opinion was split. Some viewers admired her bold presence and breathtaking physique, while critics sometimes argued she was cast more for her looks than her acting ability. Regardless, It's undeniable that her curves and statuesque frame generated considerable buzz, making her a sought-after pin-up figure. Off-screen, Anita was known for her self-assured attitude, openly embracing her body and the attention it drew. Even decades later, her image remains a prime example of how a star's bust size can shape a Hollywood career and captivate viewers worldwide. Jayne Mansfield, 40. Jayne Mansfield was a blonde bombshell whose 40-inch bust became one of her defining attributes in the 1950s and 1960s Hollywood. Known for her bubbly personality, she quickly gained fame with roles in films like The Girl Can't Help It and Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter? Directors were keen to place her in comedic or musical roles that allowed her to showcase not only her playful charm, but also her shapely figure. Mansfield's public persona was heavily tied to her curves. She was frequently photographed in low-cut dresses or bikinis that drew attention to her bust, creating headlines and marketing buzz. Audiences loved her campy sense of humor and willingness to poke fun at her own sex symbol status. She took full advantage of this, developing a brand around her blonde bombshell image. Some critics felt she was overshadowed by her physical attributes, but Jayne showed talent in both comedic timing and singing. Off-screen, she embraced the spotlight, attending events in form-fitting outfits, delighting photographers and fans who admired her hourglass shape. Through her lively performances, Mansfield brought a sense of fun to Hollywood's golden age. Although her life ended tragically young, Jayne Mansfield remains a memorable figure, whose career was undeniably impacted by the attention her 40-inch bust drew, combined with her infectious energy. Mae West, 40. Mae West was a trailblazing figure in Hollywood, known for her sharp wit, confident demeanor, and a 40-inch bust that became central to her sultry image. Even before her film career, Mae rose to fame on Broadway with plays that pushed the boundaries of what was considered acceptable at the time. When she moved to Hollywood, directors recognized her bold comedic style and cast her in roles that showcased both her curves and her quick one-liners. Films like She Done Him Wrong and I'm No Angel cemented her reputation as someone who challenged social norms with a wink and a smile. Public reaction to Mae's figure and flirty style was a mix of fascination and controversy. Many admired her for embracing her sensuality at a time when movie censorship was quite strict, while others believed she was too daring for mainstream audiences. Nevertheless, her hourglass shape and comedic confidence proved irresistible, and her fan base continued to grow. Mae also influenced fashion trends by wearing tight-fitting gowns that emphasized her bust and hips, making a statement of empowerment. She was never shy about discussing the power of attraction, often writing her own scripts to ensure her humor and sex appeal stayed front and center. Mae West's legacy goes well beyond her famous measurements, as she paved the way for future actresses to be unapologetically bold in their looks and personalities. Dolly Parton, 40. Dolly Parton may be best known as a country music superstar, but she's also a seasoned actress whose bust, reportedly over 40 inches, has been a prominent part of her public image. From her earliest days in show business, Dolly embraced her figure, incorporating it into her playful, over-the-top style. Whether on stage or on the red carpet, she often chose outfits that emphasized her chest, turning her curves into a recognizable trademark. This bold fashion sense made her a standout star, capturing public fascination in both country music circles and Hollywood. Directors quickly noted Dolly's charm and comedic timing, casting her in roles like 9 to 5 and Steel Magnolias, where she played lovable, strong-willed characters. Her bust size and overall appearance were sometimes used for comedic effect on screen, but Dolly always balanced humor with genuine talent, ensuring she was viewed as more than just her measurements. Off-screen, she has spoken openly about her body image and how it shaped public perception. While some critics focused too heavily on her chest, fans admired her honesty, kindness, and self-deprecating wit. Dolly's ample bust became a symbol of confidence rather than mere spectacle. Through her music, acting, and charity work, she has shown that a woman can celebrate her figure and still be respected for her many other achievements. Pamela Anderson, 40. Pamela Anderson rose to prominence in the early 1990s, largely due to her role on Baywatch, where her over 40-inch bust drew immediate attention. Clad in the iconic red swimsuit, Pamela's curvaceous figure became a defining element of the show, boosting its international appeal. Directors and producers appreciated her ability to bring viewers in, and her physique often influenced the storylines that highlighted her role as the quintessential lifeguard pinup. This surge in popularity led to numerous magazine covers and offers for movie parts that played on her sex appeal. Public perception of Pamela was closely tied to her bust size and the glamorous image that came with it. She embraced this brand fully, posing for magazines and accepting roles that acknowledged her bombshell status. However, she also explored comedic acting in series like VIP, proving that she could use humor to challenge the public's stereotype of her. While some critics dismissed her as nothing more than eye candy, Pamela leveraged her fame for activism, advocating for animal rights and environmental causes. Her path wasn't always smooth. She faced personal and media challenges, but her figure consistently remained a talking point. By staying true to herself, Pamela Anderson turned her ample bust into an asset that propelled her career and helped her remain a recognizable figure worldwide. Anna Nicole Smith, 40. Anna Nicole Smith became a household name in the 1990s, largely thanks to her over 40-inch bust, which she proudly flaunted in modeling jobs and later on television. She first gained attention as a Playboy playmate, where her voluptuous figure and platinum blonde hair drew comparisons to the likes of Marilyn Monroe. Hollywood noticed her star potential, and she secured roles in films like The Hudsucker Proxy and Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult. Though these parts often played up her busty image, they helped her expand her career beyond modeling. Directors appreciated Anna Nicole for her larger-than-life presence, believing her curves could captivate audiences on a big screen. Meanwhile, the public was fascinated by her unapologetic embrace of her figure, which she often highlighted with low-cut dresses and bold fashion choices. Christina Hendricks, 40. Christina Hendricks rose to fame playing Joan Holloway on the hit TV series Mad Men, and her bust, reportedly over 40 inches, quickly became a talking point in modern Hollywood. Rather than downplaying her figure, Christina chose outfits both on-screen and off, which emphasized her hourglass shape, leading to widespread praise for her confidence and elegance. Directors admired how her curvy silhouette perfectly suited the show's 1960s setting, helping Joan stand out as a character who could use her attractiveness to navigate a male-dominated workplace. Fans praised Christina for representing a body type that broke away from the thin norm often found in Hollywood. Articles and interviews frequently highlighted her measurements, yet Christina consistently pushed back against being reduced to her bust size. She reminded everyone that her acting talent and strong portrayal of complex women were just as vital to her success. Nonetheless, her curves undoubtedly contributed to her initial buzz, garnering attention that helped secure her leading roles in both film and television. Kate Upton, 39. Kate Upton burst onto the modeling scene in the early 2000s, instantly turning heads with her 39-inch bust and vibrant, all-American charm. She rocketed to fame through her appearances in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, where her curves were front and center. Photographers and editors were quick to take note of how her bust and hourglass figure resonated with audiences seeking a return to more body-positive ideals in the fashion world. Kate's natural confidence and sunny personality came through in every shoot, helping her secure coveted covers that propelled her into mainstream pop culture. It wasn't just the modeling industry that admired Kate's figure. Directors and producers soon wanted to showcase her on the big screen. She landed roles in films like The Other Woman and Tower Heist, where her appearances typically involved comedic moments that highlighted her playful side. While some critics debated whether she was chosen for roles primarily because of her looks, Kate consistently approached her career with a combination of humor, professionalism, and charm. Public perception was largely divided between those who adored her healthy, curvaceous image and those who felt the media's focus on her bust overshadowed her other qualities. Nonetheless, Kate embraced her body with confidence and refused to conform to strict industry beauty standards. By doing so, she paved the way for broader acceptance of diverse figures, proving that a model or actress can celebrate her assets while also striving for success on her own terms.